All right, that's an update on the tank. Here it is. You can see it's out of the car. New fuel pump already. Went to the parts store this morning and got it. Car's still on the ramps. Next thing I'm gonna start tackling is draining the tank, get it siphoning, and then over here I'm gonna start working on the exhaust down here in the back. You can see one of the bolts right there. There's 3 of them. I can drop the mid pipe out, down pipe, whatever, and then I can start working on removing the actual header itself. The intake, I've already got some of the pieces for that started, and so yeah, nice little update. Let me get the tank siphoning, and then I'll see what I can do about getting some views for the exhaust coming out. All right, so coming back, got some work done. I got one of the bolts out. I'm getting ready to take the last 2 nuts off the studs for the exhaust. I've disconnected the O2 sensors already, so those won't be an issue. All right, that's it. Those 3 are done, and now to try to get a view of the backside where it drops. All right, so if all goes to plan, I should be able to crawl under the car, undo one of the hangers that's there, the last hanger, and I should just be able to pull it back towards me and then pull it out from under the car. So wish me luck. And it's out, or at least it's down. Now I get it out from under the car. Here we have it. Nice and easy. All right, so I just got all the bolts out, well, the nuts. 2 of them came out with studs, not a big deal. So let's go ahead and get this manifold up. And there we have it. All right, so here's the fuel pump, the replacement. It all comes together. There's a lockdown. Here's the gasket, arguably the most important part. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the tank real quick. And tank's completely dry, completely drained of everything. So it'll be easier to install, and it'll get all new, fresh gas into it. So you want to be careful with the float. There we go. Now, one thing to remember, these go to the fuel filter. They have their own little guide right here. You want to make sure that that's all lined up, and that sits down in here nice and flush. Alright, so I had to run back out to AutoZone. I had to swap this ring. The other one, I could get all the points to line up except one. and even like rotating it around, I couldn't get all of them to line up properly. So I went and got the one that was on the tank. I believe this is the original from the first one, like from factory. Then just gotta line these pipes up. This is all evap, or this is fuel pump stuff there. This is evap right here. That all gets pressed in. Just before I go and put it back in the car, the harness connects in and goes down this channel. Makes it all nice and easy. I'll go ahead and put the filler neck piece back on this side, just so I don't have to worry about getting it out. It was a pain in the butt to get out last night, so I figure make it easy on myself, put it back in while it's out, easily accessible, and there we have it. All right, broskies, another little update. Got the fuel tank back into the car. Ended up using my mom's help a little bit. She didn't want to be on camera, so I didn't get a lot of view of it. Actually, any at all. But it's back up there. I got to tighten up a couple more bolts, and then it'll be on to putting the exhaust back on, the factory exhaust. And since I got this update going on, here is a example of the exhaust stuff. So this is what I took off the car, the budget eBay kind of header, and this is the factory manifold. It's ugly, but it works. All right, I'll be back with you on another update. All right, broski, so another update. Cobalt's done. It's out of here. Ended up getting into a time crunch. Jay came down and helped out a lot with the exhaust. Got half the suspension done. Ended up going into Sunday for the fix. It's now Monday. While I was at my aunt's getting my hair cut, ended up the owner of the car came and got it. Now it's gone. I don't have a finishing clip of that, so instead Jay's still here, or Jay's back here, and we're doing some diff stuff.
Fun times out here.
He needs to add some fluid to the diff.
A whole lot more than some.
I mean, it's only
empty.
Only making a little bit of noise. As you can see, it's all over his tailgate now.
Tailgate, shocks, you name it, it's all over the place. Underside, gas tank, you know, whatever.
It's rust preventative here in Maryland.
Absolutely. So, as Broski is saying, we ran into a little bit of issues. I've known the opinion is way off on this, and Broski Mike told me that I needed to fix it a long time ago. And in typical J form, I said, I'll get around to it. Well, not getting around to it has cost me. This thing is screaming worse than my 1-year-old baby girl. So, needless to say, we're giving her a little fill up of the good stuff, Royal Purple. You guys probably asking, why in the hell are you wasting Royal Purple on a stock non-391 diff? It's because that's the only stuff that we use. We try to use the best stuff that we have. So you can see this is real time. My kids are in the background yelling, fighting, but filling up the rear diff to get me to work tomorrow is more important than stopping them from killing each other. Okay, I hear her, bud. The ultimate fix for this is going to be, we're going to have to pull this rear out. We're going to have to put new leaf spring perches on it and get the diff situated in the car correctly, and then set the pinion angle correctly. And since we may have to take the whole rear apart, might as well upgrade from 355s to 391s, because that's what this broski does. So that's going to be the next series of videos that we probably do. And in between that, I'll probably finally finish up broski's 8 1/4 rear disc brake swap, which hopefully we can bring a how-to on that as well.
But once we're done with this and we're going it back on the ground, we'll get back to you then.
Alright.
Alright, broski, so
Alright.
we're done filling the diff up. What we're gonna do is lower it back down and get Jay on his way.
Ready?
Yep. Alright, I'm off the ramp.
I'm off the ramp too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down slow though.
Alright, me too. 2, 3. I don't know how slow I would consider that, but
It was slow enough that you didn't like bottom out.
we're done.
Alright, so we're done here for now. Had to do that because somebody likes his truck a little too low. So. Alright, broskies, we'll see you on the next one.